How we doing, guys? Looks like we got a couple likes on here. That's cool. Means more than just me liked it. Say hi. Don't be shy. No break tonight, but I've got a bunch of vintage cards here in this box. And I thought it would be fun to just reveal these are part of a project I'm working on with a friend's dad for his old vintage collection. And all these cards, most of these cards should be for sale. So if you're interested, hit me up on Twitter at PrimeChuckW. I've seen these grades, but I, of course, don't remember them nor know much about the grading scale for vintage. I've always just kind of subbed them as you take what you get. But I was actually surprised that a few of these got, like, quote-unquote rejected for, like, being miscut. And so these are part of a collection that I've subbed other cards in for or from. And I hadn't had one, non-authentic or whatever. And then this sub has, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 or something. So anyways, it doesn't look like anyone's really watching, but this will be recorded in case anyone does want to watch. My name is PrimeChuckW. Happy Saturday night. A couple nice basketball, at least one nice basketball game tonight. This is new. I've never seen a PSA box like this. Not sure why I'm showing an empty box to you guys, but all right, I think there's like, I don't know, probably, I don't think this is all the whole sub, but should be like, I don't know, 50. Doesn't look like there's 50 there, so the rest of them must be at home, but let's see what we got in here, guys. You guys are a shy group, only 2 watching, but still. You guys are creeping me out just watching without actually, no, we're gonna do it like that. You never know, you might be able to win something if I'm feeling generous. If you say hi. Hello, hey Ryan. Ryan V. What up, KPAC? How you guys doing? Happy Saturday night. You guys vintage collectors, or that's just the receipt and paperwork? Yeah, it is a lot of cards. But these are pretty cool. Like I said, I'm working on I'm actually gonna go this way with it. Oh. My friend's dad has an old, or had rather, I guess. Not had, he's not dead, obviously. But he gave me his old vintage collection to help with. God. All right, kind of screwed up that, but yes, there, yes. What do you mean? They were yours, man. Of course I sent the socks. You're actually surprised I sent the socks? Of course I did. What was I supposed? I mean, I even washed them, even though they were new. I washed them again, just in case, dude. But yeah, that was what was in the box. You still have $5 in break credit, I think. So these cards, guys, are going to be ones that they rejected. And I was saying when I started this video, I don't know if anyone was in here, but this is all part of one collection. And so you're going to see some, I was surprised at some of these cards that got, quote unquote, yeah. That's why we do that stuff, man, because it's ridiculous. And it's not a bad pair of socks, right? I mean, they're fine. Decent pair of socks. But anyways, this is part of a set And this is saying it's altered. This is a Yogi Berra, part of a 1954 set. And like PSA knows what they're doing, but I can't help but have reservations about like the grader, or at least who was working on this one, because I didn't have any altered cards in my first like 3 subs of this stuff. This one I was really disappointed in, because that's a really nice card. If it like gets a 7, it's like a $600 card. George Brett rookie, that one was like a PC sub for someone, and even the Cal Ripken, kind of weird, I thought. All right, guys, but I think that's all the rejected ones. But let's see what else we got here. So nice. This is a 1959. That's Skinner, Verdone, and of course Bob Clemente. That got an excellent 5. Most of these were subbed at the value for the most of these were subbed at value, so they're nothing like crazy, but they're still really cool. This is a 1960 Topps Rival All-Stars. That's Mickey Mantle and Hank Boyer on the right there. Stan the Man, Musial. Like some of these he probably wouldn't have wanted to sub, but it was such a good deal on vintage subs, and like something like this card right here, I just thought it should be preserved. It's not really worth anything, but like that's Hank Aaron right there. It's a 1959 Topps. It's a cool card, and like just put that in the drawer, and you never know. It's already old. This one's cool. 1958 Frank Robinson. That's his rookie card for the Redlegs. The 58 looks a lot like the 54, in my opinion. You see the vintage paper, though, size. There's Bob Gibson. This guy's a Cardinals fan, so yeah. A lot of these cards I'm not gonna like, but they're still cool, and I got mad respect for this dude. Have you guys looked at this guy's stats? They're absolutely incredible. Bob Gibson. And of course, my man Ernie. I have an agreement with Bob, the collector, that I get well, my favorite Pop-Tart is cinnamon and brown sugar. It's the OG. It's good in the morning. It's good at night. It's always going to be the same. I don't like I do like the strawberry, though. I will say that. But toaster strudel is really a game changer for me. I mean, that like, not that I really eat them anymore, but when I was a kid, like toaster strudels kind of stepped the game up. Actually, my twin brother, his roommate in college, his dad, I think, invented the toaster strudel and the Hot Pocket. Anyways, 1960 Ernie Banks. Love that card. It's got such good eye appeal. I thought it was going to get better than a 6, but you can see it's way off center. But as far as the card condition goes, it's pretty sick. And there's another one. And you can see this one's obviously not in nearly the same condition. I don't think they should knock a lot of times for the centering on vintage cards, and maybe they don't. Like they were all off center like that. I don't know. Whitey Ford. 1960 tops. Worth it every time, right? Al Kaline. This dude was like supposed to be. I mean, he was obviously a Hall of Fame player, but when he was a rookie, he was just as exciting as Julio Rodriguez is now. Al Kaline was supposed to be just, and he ended up being one. That's a nice grade on that card too. 1960 tops. Al Kaline. Guy could hit. Oh, here's a fun one. Tommy Lasorda, 1954 tops. 54's arguably arguably the best design. I love it's got my favorite Ernie Banks card, his rookie card, and I love the game within a game pictures. Got another Ernie. This time it's a 1955. Poor one. Ernie. This is a real old card. This one's real old. Charlie Root. 1933. Goody. I think either Goody or Gowdy. If someone knows, tell me. But I subbed that card because it's old and it's Big League Chewing Gum. Gowdy Gum Company. Made by the originators of Indian gum. Another Ernie Banks, 1956 rather, sorry. Grayback, Ernie Banks, very good 3. So that was his third-year card. A lot of you guys ask like what my PC is and stuff, and it's a lot of stuff like this. I mean, not like in this, I don't have like a ton of this stuff, but this is the stuff that I collect in the PC, and it doesn't go anywhere. I'm trying to collect every Ernie Banks card from his playing years. Hey, Chris. Thurman Munson, 1971 Thurman Munson. People like the 71 design a lot. I do too. It was just notoriously like misprinted, off-center. This is actually a pretty good conditioned 1971 card. Thurman Munson, I'm not sure if that's his rookie card. I don't know. Looks like it is. Maybe his second-year card. This one I was disappointed in the grade because it's a really cool one of a really, really great player. Big asshole, but great American and hell of a ball player. Teddy Ballgame. Ted Williams. Squiz, you like that one, I bet. Look at this card. This is just so dope, right? Mickey Mantle and Hank Aaron on the same card. World Series batting foes, 1958. Look at those guys. Different times. Mickey Mantle is today the greatest slugger in baseball. He has led the American League in homers, runs batted in, and hits, and was its MVP in 1956 and 57. He hit 52 homers in 56, making him a real threat to Ruth's record. Hammer and Hank, Aaron is probably the most talented hitter in the majors today. He unleashes surprising power, too. He led the NL with 200 hits and with a .328 batting average in 56. Hank was the MVP last year. Cool card. Another Stan the Man Musial. This is one of his rookie cards. 1958 Stan the Man. I think. No, I may be wrong. I don't know about that. But here's the Sandy Koufax. These are some cool ones coming up here. 1958 top Sandy Koufax, arguably the most dominant starting pitcher, definitely the most dominant lefty starting pitcher of all time, even in a brief period. Maybe a case for the big unit. Willie Mays, 1958 Mays. Mays has such a good profile for baseball cards. He just looks good on a card. Arguably the greatest player of all time. Definitely top 5. Definitely, for me, it's probably top 3. Here's another cool one. Bobby Clemente. Rest in peace, Bob Clemente. It's a cool one. Hank Aaron for the Milwaukee Braves, 1958. So that's like his 5th-year card. His rookie is in 1954. Or no, it's in 1956, rather. Sorry. I was thinking of, what's his name? No, it is 54, right? Yeah, 54. One of the more iconic baseball cards. Certainly, this is a cool one of Ernie. Looks like such a badass. Back when he was playing shortstop for the Chicago Cubs. It's a 1958 Topps Ernie Banks. $1959. Aaron Club's World Series. I was in diapers. My dad was in, so yeah, I mean, I guess if I was in my dad's balls, he was in diapers, so I guess you could say I was in diapers, yeah. $1958, that's a cool card too. Probably not worth very much, but again, I think it's all about preserving history, and baseball's got such a cool story to tell. Baseball tracks. 1979, Ozzy. The Pods, that's his rookie card. So, this one is actually, can anyone tell me about this card? And we'll actually, I might have just given it away, but there's a thing about this Boots Day card. They had a better way of like showing off the player, I think. There's too many action shots. I think the old cards showed like the thinking part of the game a little more than they show today. And then they would have the action within the action. You know, the inserts would be more like action shots, like you see in today's Heritage, right? That's why I love Heritage. But then all the rookie cards were just profiles. Boots Day. Does anyone know anything about Boots Day? I suppose you could have Googled it. That's fine, but there were a few versions of this card, or a couple of them. I think there were 3. And you look at that card, and you probably don't see much. It probably just looks like it, but they marked it on the label. You see there's the stadium light behind his ear. So there's like 3 different versions of this card where like that's gone, or they like put something in place of it. I don't know, Google it, but I thought that was interesting. I mean, otherwise I'm not submitting any Boots Day cards, but this one was, I don't know if they call it an error card or not, but I thought it was a unique card. I can't figure it out. Bear with me, guys. I'm working on something else right now, too. Another 1971 piece, Hank Aaron this time. One of his final cards, I would imagine. Playing day cards, at least. Nolan Ryan. Of course, his rookie card is with Kuzman, Jerry Kuzman on the, what is that, 1968. He's on the Rookie All-Stars or whatever card with Kuzman. It's one of the more valuable 60s cards. There's another Clemente. Guy had a freaking rope for an arm. All right, one Reggie got through. 1970 Reggie Jackson for the Athletics. Got a break posted if anyone's interested. You got Sapphire. It's right behind me here. Bob Clemente, 1969. That actually got a 6. I'm surprised by that. Look at how off-center that is. And the corners look beat up. See, that's what I mean. I just don't understand vintage enough that, like, that card looks like crap to me, and I don't know. Got a 6. One of the better pitchers of his generation, Tom Seaver. I know Mets fans love this guy. Joe Rini would love this card. 1968 All-Star Rookie. Rookie Cup. Another Willie. 1968 Willie. A good 2. See, like, that one doesn't look any worse. I mean, they're different years, but still, like, that one doesn't look, I don't know, that much worse, and it's 4 off. Pete Rose, 1968. This guy signs more autographs than Awase gets cards. I mean, if you go to Vegas, he's got like his little office just sitting next to, what hotel is that? It's a decent hotel. It's like the Planet Hollywood, I think it is. And he's just sitting there with his New Era cap on and just signing away. Iconic Mickey, 1966 tops. It's a great portrait of Sandy. They did such a better job back in the day of conveying who or what, you know, the player was thinking, or I don't know. Like I said, it just showed the thinking part of the game. That's why I like those game within a game cards. Pete Rose again, 1966. This is his rookie. One of them. One of his, I think his primary rookies, his little head is on a card with like 5 people. Seriously. I don't know any Reds fans out there. We don't really have many Reds fans in the crew. There's Jim Palmer. I know we've got a lot of O's fans. 1966 Jimmy Palmer. Look at how young and thin Nolan Ryan looks in this picture. Doesn't even look like the same guy, hardly. 1969 tops Nolan Ryan. Hard to believe that dude pitched in the late 90s. Like, I think his last year was, what, 96? Maybe not late 90s, mid 90s. I mean, I still remember that dude pitching. I remember when he pitched for the Brewers for like a cup of coffee. Whitey Ford. What's your guys' favorite that we've seen, or that you've seen? 1959, Whitey Ford. One of the all-time Yankee favorites. I've got an autograph on a baseball of this guy. It's only a few people watching, but what's your favorite? Donnie Drysdale, 1959 tops. I actually don't know much about Don Drysdale and his statistics. That's one of his rookie cards, though. Here's Yogi Berra. I'm gonna talk about Yogi Berra for a second, and I'm gonna talk about another catcher too. And he just retired this year, and so everyone who wants to talk about Yadier Molina and how he's legendary and all this stuff. Yogi Berra was not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Yogi Berra won how many World Series? Like 6? Didn't they win 3 in a row with this guy? He won 3 MVPs. You know, arguably part of, one of the greatest teams of all time. And he didn't get in the Hall of Fame on the first ballot. And people are trying to say that the dude from St. Louis is in the conversation, not just with this guy, but like with the others too, Johnny Bench and all this other stuff. And I'm not saying he's a bad player, like he is. He's a great player. He's Yachty won World Series. I'm not knocking him. But where I get PO'd about it is because people talk about him like he's Yogi Berra. Well, Yogi Berra didn't make the Hall of Fame the first year he was eligible. So, like, I mean, who's better, Buster Posey or Yachty or Molina? You think Buster Posey's first ballot? Probably, right? Yachty should get in. I mean, because he's good at defense, but give him a couple of years at least, I think. I mean, it's Andrew Jones, not in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. I know this is so predictable, but... Well, anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Like I said, I do have these boxes right there, along with that box up there. I'll probably plug the break more tonight and tomorrow, see if we can't knock a few more off. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the PSA sub reveal. I like doing that sort of thing, and yeah, thank you, Nate. Well, you just won $5 in break credit, Nate. Congratulations, Nate. You just won $5 in break credit. That is probably the easiest way on the Prime Chuck W's breaks channel to get break credit is, yeah, $5, all right? I don't have any what's in the box stuff right now, but I will tomorrow for the break. I appreciate all you guys. Hope this was fun. I'll have more coming, I think, too. Peace.